This is Richard from Scott Country International. Welcome to the Night Vision Show.
Hi, this is Stanley from Scott Country International. Had a couple of successful nights out on the grass cuttings, and I thought I'd give you a brief rundown of using the Pulsar Accolade 2 Pro LRF spotters, fantastic with a kit, and my Pulsar Thermion 2 XP50 Pro LRF, which I've now had for about about 2 months, and really got into the groove with it. So 2 or 3 of my perms have all cut a lot of grass, not all the grass, cut a lot of grass. First cut of the year, so there was a lot of ground to be covered. Had a very successful couple of nights, considering, so I'll run you through how we got on. So into the first farm I went up onto a large field where I've never shot anything on, because it's always been, the cover's been too high or never had the time right. But I got there, and as I pulled the truck into the drive, as you can see here, this fox literally pinged me, and just was watching me for a while, about 120, 130 meters away. So I picked it up with the Accolades and then put the rifle on it. The problem I had was the road was behind me, so anyhow a car came past, it was lit up. So it did watch me, and then it then literally went on its way. So anyway, I got a good safe position, dispatched it. I went and checked it, sexed it, took a picture for the keeper as I do, and put the phone away. Just picked the rifle, put it on my shoulder, turned around with the Accolades, just to, as you do, have a quick scan around the field, not expecting to see anything because I just took a picture with my phone. And there was a fox about 70 meters away coming into me. So I quickly put the rifle back onto the CT1, the Recon CT1 tripod system, and literally I didn't even time to screw it on, just put it on, and there it was, squeaked. He stopped. Put him to, dispatch that one quite quickly. But you can see the detail itself when you look at the scope. Considering it was about 15 degrees that night as well, the clarity you see on these foxes when they're in about 70, 80 meters is really, really good. And then drove round. Next field I came to, I stopped in between 2 gateways, got out and looked, and literally this fox was, and it knew I was there, because obviously the engine had just stopped, and I opened the door as quietly as I could, knowing that it wasn't gonna hang around. So just got the sticks out, the tripod, and the rifle, and the funny old thing, it had gone, and by the time I had the rifle on, as you can see, it was down about 200 meters, and it was going some. But what I could see in the distance was another fox, but they weren't a pair, because you'll see in the footage as it goes down, the other one runs away from it. Which when it transpires later on, that was a vixen that ran away, and that was a dog fox running. So it all came about. So I had to push right down that field because it was such a big field, and the wind. I couldn't call it in because it was too far, and it couldn't hear me because the wind was quite strong. So I pushed myself about 150 meters into the field, and got myself in a good position to try and draw it up into the tree line, which you can see. And thankfully, by its own decision, it started to walk up the tree line, which meant it was a bit of shelter as well, so it could hear the call. Thankfully, it stopped straight away, looked in, and then moved its way on into me, into a good area, so I could, first it was safe, and secondly it was a good shooting position, and dispatched it quickly. And I just thought, I'll just check my 6 again. I turned round, and the dog fox, that had run away was now making its way back up and was literally scenting it like a Labrador all the way up. So I literally just didn't even. I just let it get itself, let it settle, and then dispatched that quickly, which was, again, that was good. That was 4 in the bag. So and then I was out with a colleague, and I'll show you this one because it's not my miss. So essentially, it shows you the accolades and the detail. So I picked this fox up. It was about 104, 105, no, 120 meters, I think it was. And essentially, it was by some buildings, so it wasn't safe to shoot. But we were going to try and pull it down into the safe area. And we got it into an area. In all fairness, though, the guy was trialing the scope. It was all new to him, but he did miss. And you'll see the detail. I mean, that fox running, you can see it's crystal clear, and that's at about 150 meters running, and that's white on dark. I do like that, that color palette. But yeah, you can see the detail. Even when it goes through the hedgerow, you can just briefly see it running through. So then the next night I was out, and I took myself around another part of the estate, and literally stopped in the gateway, looked right, there was a fox. I couldn't even get I had the accolades, but I couldn't even get them on. It was gone. And then I did take some footage, but it wasn't any good because it was literally right on the tree line. It got out about 270, 280 meters. I could see it was a fox, but the video wouldn't do it justice. So I was a bit disappointed in myself. Essentially, I looked to the other gate, and there basically was this dog fox, 150 meters away, but would not come to the call. Was not interested in the call. Even he was downwind me as well, which may have been a factor. But also the truck had only stopped about 2 minutes, but he wasn't coming. So I got it placed on him and dispatched that. That was good. And then, unbeknown to me, behind it, right in the distance, around, it was about 250, 260 meters at the time, I think, was another fox. This one had a bit of a limp on, and it was not stopping. So I literally set the scope up, pinged it 314 meters, and I thought, well, it's either have a go or let it go away. And I had a crack, and that was my PB. So 314, dispatched it, got down, a vixen, and she was barren. There was no markings of anything else, but she was limping. But yeah, and then, essentially, I came back up, and the wind completely dropped, and then everything changed, and I was in another area, and I'd just gone through a hedgerow. I was walking this time through a hedgerow into a field, and I looked left, and there was a fox about 110 meters max. I picked up the accolades. I didn't have time because I knew that I couldn't start recording with the accolade and then get the rifle set because she was moving. She was moving down towards me, to my front. So essentially, I just set up, but she heard the rifle, or part of the setup she heard, and she just watched me and watched me and watched me. And I thought I'd film it and I'll try and progress it and then try and get out. But no, she wasn't having it, so she didn't move. But backstop was safe, bang on, 104 meters, I think. I dispatched her, and that was done. And then 2 more, one field a bit further along, and there's this lane that I go along a bit further along. Saw it out, a vixen. She was out in the field, mooching about, looking for anything that was dead in the grass. Squeaked. She came in. She got right into about, I think, about 100 meters, 90 meters. Dispatched her, and and then then the last one, which was quite strange. Again, I got in the field. I saw him from. I stopped and looked over this wall. I could see him. I couldn't get a safe shot, so I had to climb under a gate rather than over because it rattled. Went under the gate, set up, and I lost him for a little bit. He went into cover, but his tail was rigid. It was like stuck out. It was a bit strange, but again, he was on a mission. He was hunting the ground. Waited, and as soon as I saw it at a safe spot, I pulled the trigger, and there was plenty of shots and some good footage there. Key thing is, as I said, these accolades, they are expensive. People say to me they're pricey, but the quality of what you get and what you see at range, and the detail is second to none. And that was one of the deciding factors for me taking the XP50 Pro LRF, because of the detail and the clarity. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching. This is Danny from Scott Country International. Out.
So I am super excited because just the other day Scott Country sent me this. This is the new, excuse me, that's not right at all. This is the new Wraith 4K Ultra. Now you will probably recognise the looks of this scope because it basically looks exactly like the old Wraith HD. Ta-ta! See? Practically the same. The only difference is the old Wraith HD has a slightly bigger objective lens, and they've also upgraded the front lens cap, so it now looks like this. The other difference is the new 4K Ultra comes with the extended mount included in the price, and the major difference is that this scope incorporates the 4K image quality, so you get the best of both worlds. You get the best of the Wraith HD as well as the old 4K Max combined into one scope. Now, I've always actually preferred the HD type body and the controls, the menu setup. Just for ease of use now, I found this one, or I should say the HD one, much easier to use. So for me, this is going to be an absolute success. So be sure to check out the video coming very soon.
Hi, this is Tim from Scott Country International. This is the night vision show. Tonight I'm out my rat permission down at the dairy farm. I'd seen a fox the other night. I filmed him with a TD50. I only had it on the air rifle though. So I've asked the landowner if she wants him gone, and she's happy for me to get rid of him. So hopefully he'll turn up again tonight. Tonight I'm out using the Thermion 2 XP50 Pro LRF mounted on my Howard 223. On the Recon CT1 tripod, spotting with the Accolade 2 XP50 Pros, and again that just shows the versatility of the Recon. No matter what position, you can always get it on a stable platform. So hopefully we'll get this fox away tonight. Got him into about 47 yards the other night, and then I was chasing him around again from right out to 270, back into about 100. Just squeaking him, so they've not been shot round here before, so they're not wise. So hopefully we'll get him tonight. Cheers. Alright, so there we go then. Dog fox down. Coming to about, well, first started off about 333 yards at the bottom of the field. Coming as I expected him to from the other night. He's making his way along the bottom of the field, and I didn't think he was going to come in. I was playing the mouse squeak. It weren't showing any interest, and then put the rabbit in distress on, and he come belting up the field. Come into about 74 yards. Had to aim slightly high just to try and weave it for a fence, but got him. He dropped it, well, didn't drop on the spot, but it was a good shot right in the centre of the chest anyway when I got to him. So hopefully that's that one done, and good result there. So go have a check around now for any rats in the barns and whatnot, and that will do me for the night. Cheers.
So I'm really quite excited because I've just taken delivery of the Thermion 2 XP50 Pro by Pulsar. First impressions are it's solid. The build quality on this thing is second to none. Working from front to back, it's got a real nice secure lens cap on it. It's got a lovely tactile composite rubber focus ring, which will be put to good use because this thing can shoot out a bit further because of the resolution on it, which we'll talk about in a second. On the turrets, you get a Type-C charging point there. Top turret is for your extra battery, for extra run time, and you've got your functionality button and scroll wheel for the functionality within the scope. At the end, you've got your on-off switch. You've got a record button for making videos and your zoom button. At the end, you've got a nice smooth diopter ring. So yeah, first impressions, just really fantastic build quality from Pulsar there in the Thermion 2. Get into the specs of this thing. It's got a 640 by 480 pixel resolution picture on it, which is almost double of the current one I'm running, so I look forward to seeing that. And a 25 millikelvin net D thermal imaging sensor on board. So again, fantastic quality. You can detect targets up to 1800 meters with it. It's got an f50 fast aperture lens. The variable digital magnification on it goes from ×2 to ×16, so you can zoom right in on that, and I look forward to getting some footage of the detail on that as I scroll through this week. High contrast 1024 by 768 HD AMOLED display. It's got 8 different colour palettes on it. Instant start up from display off mode, so that's good, not waiting around there, and up to 10 hours battery life on a single charge. It's got normal picture-in-picture mode. It's got built-in video and still image recording stream function, and it has the Stream Vision 2 compatibility to link up to your device, so that's great for making videos. Built-in Wi-Fi. It's a high caliber recoil resistance, so that's going to be ideal for my Tikka 243. It's got 5 different zero profiles on it, so that's great if you want to interchange this and use it on all your different rifles. It's got 10 electronic reticle configurations with 9 different colour modes, so you're going to find the reticle that suits you. Operating temperatures goes from -25 to +50, so that's ideal for summers in Ayrshire. I don't think it's got Baltic mode, but that's certainly one I would use for this summer. And it's got an IPX7 waterproof rating, again, ideal for Ayrshire summers. So yeah, first impressions, it's just lovely. It's quality, and you can tell straight away with this Thermion 2 from Pulsar. So I'm looking forward to getting it out on the field this week and getting some footage for you on the foxes. And this has been Richard from Scott Country International. Look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you.
Okay, I'm down here with the horse paddocks with the GQ35 Pro from Hikvision, the Gryphon. What a piece of kit this is. Just looking at horses in paddock. There's a small area of chickens we've got, and we've got 2 deer there. The thing is, with thermals, it's come a long way since we were using them years ago. There was a point where we just use it at night time, whereas now you can use it in 24 hours basically. The sensitivity on these is so good. It picks up heat sources through day and night. They all say it's a game changer, which I've got to agree, it's true. It's not cheating, it just gives you that little bit of an advantage. Like I said, through day and night. So check out the Scott Country's website. We've got thermals probably less than £1,000 going upwards. Obviously it depends on what needs you're going to be using it for, but I would never be without one, put it that way. So have another scan. So we've got 3 foxes, 1, 2, 3, around 250 yards. They're on adjacent fields, so we'll keep an eye on them, see if anything happens. But like I say, if you didn't mark it, check out Scott Country's website. So failing that, give us a ring. We'll try and make one that suits your needs. We've got varying different thermals. So failing that, come and have a look at shows. We're at most shows, so you can see all the thermals we've got and make your own mind up. But yeah, Hikvision, Gryphon, not a bad little unit. We'll see you next time.
So the Scott Company Northern Ireland office has been up and running here now for approximately a year. The idea of the office is that customers can contact ourselves via social media on our Northern Ireland Facebook Scott Country page or normal Scott Country page, or indeed make a phone call and book an appointment with me here at a time that suits themselves and suits me. So ideally what would happen is you would ring up or send a message on Facebook. You would book an appointment, you would give me a rough idea as to what it was that you wanted to see. You then come here at the time, say for example 7:30 on a Tuesday evening. You come here, you have the entire office to yourself for the evening. We usually do 1 appointment per evening. You bring with you whoever you want to bring with you to the office, and the idea of that is that it's your evening. It's only you know the people that are here, so there's not going to be any other customers here that are going to be looking to see what you purchase or anything like that. It's quite a bespoke appointment that you have with ourselves. We then let you see whatever products it is that you want to see. We take them outside. It's generally dark by that stage, or if it's a daytime scope, you want to come during the day, there's no problem at all. Once we get that done, then you can come back in here, you can place your order here. I may have it in stock. It all depends. But in general, it's a bespoke appointment that you're booking here at the office to view the product or products that you want to see. One of the features that I decided to incorporate into the office when I was designing the office was the large TV screen. The large TV screen does lots of different things. For example, when a customer comes in and wants to look at products online, I can sit behind the desk, flick through what they want. They can sit here on the Chesterfield sofas with a cup of tea or coffee, and we can go through the products on the screen and discuss what it is that they want to see, technical specifications, things like that. The other idea of the large screen here is as well as for doing finance products. So we can sit down and we can discuss a financial package that suits yourself. So over on this side of the office, we have what I like to call the scope corner. We've got a range of all different types of scopes here: sidebar Wraiths, infrared tubes, Pulsar, Digexes, C50s, XP Thermions, daytime scopes. There's lots of different scopes here on the wall. All these scopes are attached to a replica gun, and the idea of this is that the customer can take this outside. Obviously it's safe because it's a replica, but the scope's still mounted to the top of it, so you can check your eye relief. You can have these scopes set up on some of the range of tripods that we have here. Outside, for example, we could have 3 different scopes set up on 3 different tripods. Customer can take a look through through the 3 of them at the same time and make up their mind exactly. And obviously, been in the countryside as well, we've got lots of land around here with the occasional animal and things that we can take a look at night. So again, another good reason to be able to come and have a look. So on this side of the office, we have a range of handheld thermal imagers. Again, lots of different thermal imagers here, but not all that we stock. We've got a range of Pulsar here along the bottom, followed then by another really popular make, which is the HIC Micro range. We've got the full range of those all here. We've got trail cameras, cellular trail cameras. We've got the Zeiss products here, infrared products. Again, anything that we don't have in a handheld thermal imager that you'd like to see, just make sure you let us know before you come, and we'll have it here for you. At the Northern Ireland office here, we also carry a full range of the Wicked Light range. Things like the A75 IC, the new Shot Pro, the 67 IR IC, the A51. We carry all of those. The other thing here in the Northern Ireland office we have is we carry a collection of spare parts for all the Wicked Light torches, all the Wicked Light tripods. We carry spares for the HIC Micro range, the infrared range, the Pulsar range. Things, for example, quite a common one would be eyepieces that have been mislaid, out shooting some night, drop an eyepiece. We carry all these in stock, so it saves having been sent from across the water. So yeah, the Northern Ireland office here, the idea of it was to have a local office that local people could contact myself for any issues that they have, instead of contacting the head office. So if you have any issues whatsoever, or anything that you want me to help you with, don't be scared to get in contact with me and I'll sort it out. So that's it, folks. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the wee video of the tour of the office. As I said previously, if there is anything that you need any help with, if you need to have a look at, don't hesitate to give us a call. Again, make an appointment, come along, view the products, get a cup of coffee, bring a couple of your friends, have a chat about general shooting things. That's what we're here for. So until then, thank you very much.
Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching this bumper episode of the Night Vision Show, and we look forward to seeing you all at the Game Fair at the end of July. Cheers.